I just did.
Okay, well, I'm back in the studio again. I've got getting my hand back so I can do more. This is, I have a monster drawing book, which I'll show you in just a minute, and I'm turning some of my drawings into sculptures. This is the first one so far. I have here a book, a sketchbook I rebound, and it's my book of monsters of various, oh, there's that one. So, not that you can see them well from here, but there's a drawing, and then there's often a description over here of what the creature's supposed to be, and sometimes a description of where they were found or would be found. This one is giant knob-kneed bird eater, male, approximately 300 pounds. This one, adult, seven-legged, whoops, just try that again. Adult seven-legged, fat-lipped kisser. Oh. This creature causes the sudden doubling of letters in the middle of words, known to be the source of letter doubling in Wales. It's been seen frequently in pubs late in the evening, also causing outbreaks of kissing among vulnerable or intoxicated humans. Adults vary from 0.5 centimeter to 4 centimeters. That's pretty tiny. It's presently not known how young may appear or are created. And there's the drawing of the creature. And I took the creature and built a wire armature out of, somewhere I put it, 16 gauge stainless steel wire, I think it was, which goes up through here and wound, kind of woven around down there. This is filled with paper and foil, and then has a skin about 1/4 inch thick. And it sits like this, and it will have a ballet shoe on each foot, and these will be painted red. The lips will have some tint, and beyond that, I don't really know. Right now, I'm working on this leg, and some of the difficulties with this clay is that, like, up here, I've got a crack up here, I got a crack here. Unfortunately, I actually have a crack in this reinforced leg. I will have to fill that with some liquid polymer for one. It needs to open a little bit more. I can get liquid polymer down in there, which is a really good binding glue. And then I can work in a little more polymer clay that's unbaked. Now this is called Super Sculpey, and it's firmer than the white Sculpey. The white Sculpey is very soft and kind of more for kids sculptures without a lot of detail. This is, I get an 8-pound container of it. So this stuff is quite flexible, malleable, but with that, it's also messier. It sticks to your hands more. Sticks to anything. You don't want it on the carpet. It's not considered food safe when it's done. No polymer clay is. This is Super Sculpey, which is much firmer. I cannot get it in white. It seems to only come in flesh color. And then this is Super Sculpey Firm, which is a sculpture, high detail, much harder sculpting medium, and it's softer than it used to be. So I think they've taken some of the phthalates out, which is really good. And I love this stuff, but I didn't start with this stuff, so I would probably have to paint it. And I thought the flesh color was really gross, so I chose to do this one in flesh color. And adding new to old, you just feather it in. I try to not make it too big a lump, but just feather it in there. And you can even use a tool. I'll have to get that up before I move. Use a tool to smooth it out so it blends easily from place to place. Get white in it. The white blends right into it too. Which would add some variety of color if you wanted to do that, but it's not stronger with the... This one is soft. These are hard. You can see these. This is hard. This is that white stuff over a 16 gauge wire, and then I wound this around it. And I think the problem with winding the fine wire around the big wire is that there's no way for the clay to move and expand and contract with temperature changes. And so it's putting a lot of tension into the clay itself, and I'm looking to see if it just cracks on its own. And if it cracks on its own, it relieves the tension, and then I can patch it and repair that crack. But hopefully it doesn't crack all the time. Now, to get this outer clay to stick well to this clay, I like to use a little bit of the liquid polymer on this clay underneath, and especially in cracks, because the cracks need a little extra assistance. So this is the piece so far. The texture of the face is made by taking a toothbrush and dabbing, pushing it into the thing. You could also use a stiff paintbrush, like a, what do you call that? A stencil brush. And then, of course, with a tool, I've scratched in lip texture and then rubbed it with my hand, and various ways of getting textures. I did that texture all over the back too. So that's the fat-lipped kisser.